Hey guys, Brendan from CJ Classic Truck. Today we're going to be talking about interior for our C10. I have Waylon here from TMI. Waylon, what do we got here?
Hey Brendan, thanks for having me back. Always good to be here. We brought a whole new interior for the C10, and that includes everything from a full bench seat that you see here with the bench seat console, as well as molded door panels, sun visors, and dash pad.
Cool. How about we get installed?
Yeah, absolutely.
So as you can see, this bench is tired out. Waylon, what do you think? Time to replace this sucker?
I mean, for a 50-year-old bench.
What? Our seat's tired out. What do you think, Waylon? Time to change this out?
Yeah, I mean, for a 50-year-old bench, it's not in that bad a shape, but I think we can make it look a lot better.
Heck yeah, let's get these bolts on and get the old one out.
Sounds like a plan.
To remove this bench, there's 4 bolts, one on the front, one on the back, and then on the passenger side. Remember to keep the hardware, because we'll be reusing it. Grab a 9/16 wrench or socket to remove the bolt. Last thing we have to do before we can remove the bench, slide your buckles out of the bench seat, and then we can slide it out. Grab a friend, pick up the bench, and slide it out.
Can we not use the shot of me climbing out of it?
All right, Waylon. So we still have our factory gas tank. Will the bench seat get affected by this at all?
Oh, no, not going to be a problem at all. Our bench seats are going to work whether you have a factory gas tank or you've relocated.
Okay, cool. Let me clean out the floor and we'll get the new bench seat in.
Perfect.
All right, Waylon, the bench seat's flipped upside down. What are we doing?
Next step is to install the sliders, and those come in the box. All the hardware you're going to need to get these installed is also included. Everything from nuts, bolts, all the way down to the Allen.
Very nice. Let's get it installed.
Sure. So let's install the driver's side first. That's the one with the lever, obviously. So in order to get to the exposed holes, I'm going to move this handle, and if you could slide that up. Yep. There you go. Now you can see that first one. Line it up, and grab your supplied hardware. Go ahead and just leave that finger tight. You can see we left a little room for this to shimmy down if need be. I'm going to go ahead and break this free. If you could slide that down to expose the top hole. And once those are both in there, you can tighten them down fully, now that they're lined up. Next, we're going to want to install the slider wire that goes across the bottom of the seat. I do want to point out that this is taped to the lid of the box. It's often overlooked, but you're definitely going to need it. Just remove the locking rings. Slide it through. And reinstall.
We're gonna put this wire above the rail and get the seat track hooked up.
Now's the time to go ahead and install that slider wire on the opposite side of the slider. A little easier without the tension once it's installed. Once in place, we're gonna want a repeat process of sliding this slider out of the way. So he's gonna open it up with the slider wire. And now I can slide this up to expose the holes. Using the supplied hardware, we're just going to put this in. Brendan, go ahead and pull that lever, and then we'll slide the slider up to expose the other hole. There we go. Okay, so once the sliders are installed, the next step is to install the bracket that comes with the kit. Powder coated bracket. You're going to want the largest legs or the tallest legs at the front of the bench. There we go.
Install the supplied nuts. And then tighten them down. And then repeat on the other side. With the new bench in place, line up your holes and get your bolts in. Tighten your bolts down and then your installation is complete. All right, the next process to our TMI interior is door panels. Waylon, what do you got?
Well, our panel is a full panel. What it's going to do is it's going to start up here at the belt line, go all the way down to the bottom of the door. Really give it a much more modern look than this partial panel they had originally. As you can see, going to be quite the improvement.
Definitely.
So let's get that thing removed, and we'll get this one installed.
Yeah. To remove the door panel, we have to remove the armrest and the clips on the handles. To remove the clips on these handles, you'll need this special tool that you can buy at any auto parts store. You slide it under the handle to push the spring out. Come on. Once you have the clip off, the handle comes right off.
With the armrest and hardware removed, next step is just to remove these bottom screws. That was the last thing holding that in place. So the new door panels are going to come with a template for the right and left side. The template is necessary to put the holes in the correct location to install the L brackets that are going to hold our armrest. First, you got to remove these factory fittings.
Use a flat blade screwdriver, push down on the clip, and it'll pop right off.
And that's going to give us a flat surface for the template to lay on. With those gone, you can see the template's actually molded just like the door. Make sure that's nice and flush where you need it to be. Don't worry about the bottom where we cut it. Make sure this section right here is fit nice and snug. With the template in place, go ahead and take a marker and mark where we're going to need to drill.
I'm going to install these self-tapping screws first before we install the bracket. Now that we have them threaded, install the bracket.
Next step to get this door panel installed is to install this template. Now remove it from the box, cut it out of the paper, and you're going to want to cut right on the lines where the scissors are at. That's important because what we're going to do is that line right there, you can see it lines up directly with the bottom of the plastic clips. With the template in place, we do want to go ahead and just line this up. One of those measure twice, cut once kind of issues, and we're lined up perfectly, so we can go ahead and drill these holes.
All right, the template tells you what drill bit you need, a 1964. We're going to drill all 5 holes out with it.
When drilling these, you're going to want to go ahead and roll your window up enough to clear the drill bits because you're not going to want to hit the glass with your drill.
The top of the door panel has 3M double-sided tape. You have to wipe down the top of the door with some alcohol to clean off that surface.
With the top rail cleaned off, next step is we're going to want to put the clips on the bottom in first. Just pop those in, the ones we drilled earlier. There you go. You'll hear that snap when they're in there good and tight. There we go. With the bottom clips installed, peel this back, and we've got that 3M two-sided tape Brendan was mentioning. Peel the backing off that. Slide over your lock. And go ahead and press down firmly. With the door panel firmly in place, you're going to want to locate your window crank right here. You can feel it poke right through the hole that's on the back of the panel. And you're going to become a surgeon here for just a little bit. Nice sharp blade. And you don't want to cut too much. I mean, I can just see it poking through. There we are, like Jim Carrey out of the back of a rhinoceros's ass. Popped right through.
All right, now that they're all cut, slide your door handle on into place. You're gonna grab the supplied clip with your door handle. You're gonna slide it in the back of it. It's really hard for me to show you, but I'm just gonna do it. Slide the clip on and then move on to the window. Do the same thing for the window. Get into place, and then slide your clip on. Then I'll have Waylon finish off the door panel.
The finishing touch on this door panel is going to be our door cup with a nice chrome surround. Just pop that into place, and remember the L bracket we put in earlier. We're going to use these supplied screws. Go ahead and attach that cup to those L brackets. So what do you think, Brendan? Quite a difference, huh?
Yeah, it's 9-day difference. I really love how easy it installed on our truck. Let's get that passenger side done.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, now we're gonna be doing our visors. To get the old visors out, we're gonna take these 3 screws out with the Phillips. The next step is to remove the visor rod. We're actually gonna be reusing this.
I know it's a small detail, but we wanted to make sure everything was cohesive inside the interior, and as you can see, this vinyl is gonna match our door panels and seats exactly. So with the new rod slid in, all we're gonna do is reinstall those 3 screws and we're ready to go.
All right, now for the dash pad. I'm not gonna show you how to remove ours, but those installed wrong. But there's bolts under the bottom of the dash, and there's screws on the front. And there's one screw. Hey. as you can see, there's 4 screws that you have to get on the front, and then all these nuts that you have to get off on the inside of the dash. All right, grab your new dash. You're gonna slowly slide it in. Get into place, then we're just gonna push against it and try to slide it onto the studs. Once you have your dash pad back in, put the nuts back under the dash, and then you're done.
Okay, so the last step in our interior process today is going to be this center console. And what's nice about this console is it's a universal bench console, meaning no matter what size bench, no matter what your truck, this is going to fit on your TMI bench. And it's also really easy install. You got a J-hook here on the front that clips to the front of the seat frame, and a Velcro strap here, which you're going to tuck underneath the back seat and then wrap around the seat frame as well to connect it. The nice part about that is you can have a console, you know, place to keep your drinks, place to keep your phone when you need it. But if you got a little one you want to put in here, or say you're going to a car show and you want more of a clean look, it comes right out. So what do you think, Brendan? One heck of a before and after, huh?
Oh my God, it's great. I mean, for a big guy, I fit really comfortable in this. It was very easy to install. I'm really happy with it.
Yeah, and the nice thing about it is we did this in half a day's time. You're not going to have your interior apart for a whole week, and literally you can have it done before lunchtime.
Yeah, for this TMI product and many other great parts, go to cjponyparts.com.